And finally, today we'll continue our daily sketching, second week. And in the first piece, I want to try the technique of paint shifting using a potty knife or any flat object what I can find. This technique suits me because you never know what will come out in the end. Since I work with the unconscious, it's a very suitable approach for me. And of course I want to add some abstract form, abstract lines from my style. So the next piece, we will be scraping. The main thing is not to make a hole in the paper. It looks quite interesting. I like how some volume emerges from nothing, especially when I'm using only one color. What do we have here? Last time I used the paper stencils and I decided to expand on that idea and create a piece of entirely using stencils and gradients. The coolest part is that effect is arcaded very quickly. I like how volume is created from chaos. I'll definitely be using this technique in my larger works. Honestly, I don't really have any ideas, but we'll start and see where it goes. I randomly picked up a blade, and during the process I discovered that the effect is quite interesting. Overall, I do all these sketches as exercise to develop my style and to explore new techniques and forms. Yeah, one could certainly take those sketches and scale them up onto a canvas, but the idea is to choose the best of them and then combine these techniques together in a large piece example. And unfortunately, when the paint dried, all those scratches became invisible, so I decided to add a few accents of dark spots somewhere. The certain sketch. Why so many, dude? I don't know. In this sketch, I want to use only a palette knife. I don't know what I'll end up with. Let's start with the background. Establish the mind mass. Then let's outline some moments of the masses we see. Bold and thick strokes. More paint, more paint. Okay, I didn't want to add some brushes, but I added. Don't judge me. Here we will do something more experimental. I'll grab a piece of metal mesh and want to play around with it. You'll use it as an interesting texture for lines and volumes and shapes and something. Oh wow, what is that? It's a second of inspiration from London. Let's go. So we continue, and next up is the stencil. Meanwhile, I'll try to experiment with film. I'm running out of ideas, honestly, and I've only done half of the sorted drawings. For the stencil, you simply stick tape on the top of paper and cut it out. And I decided to try a texture of large dots. Scotch tape will work with this. Cutting out all the unsuccessful sketches and dislikes works. I'm kidding. We're just cutting out the paper and trying to print it on a sheet. We smear the opposite side with acrylic and print it. Of course, for the perfect effect, you need printing ink and a roller, but we are doing an anti-style, so there is no need for that. It's not necessary. We take the first available tool, for example a thread. Yeah, a thread. Why not? We outline abstract forms as the best we can. Something comes out, or maybe not. And then we add volumes and shapes for composition, and something like that. And for next sketch, I decided to break my marker and I use the ink inside to draw something. It turns out to be something like calligraphy, but I'm not a calligrapher. I add a silver marker that I bought by mistake. It should be black, but now I'll have to use it somewhere, and I using right now. And most importantly, it's a solvent for a cool streak effect. Voila! For the next sketch, I found some wire lying around. And what if I outline it, for example? Maybe yeah, maybe not, maybe yes. It would make for a super minimalist drawing, I think. I want to try working with a palette knife again. Not that I liked the previous result, but let's try a different approach. I draw lines and volumes and then fill them in with the palette knife. Lines, can, and the end. In total 11 sketches, and I will show the next 10 in the next video. And thank you for watching. Bye everyone, and see you on the next video.